statue of my brother. How quaint.
That's odd. The runes are dark.
This statue may have survived Freyr's absence, but a truce clearly did not. Monuments are useless to those who ignore their message.
He didn't create a truce through diplomacy alone. His godhood, his very presence is what healed this land and allowed peace to take root. But once he left, he had to have known what would happen.
Well, he had good reason to leave. Some jackass convinced his sister to marry a madman.
These crystals contain their own light.
You're right. Normally we'd have to provide our own. Perhaps slotting a crystal on the opposite side could shed some light on this mystery.
That did something. Down there, the ring of crystal shards glow.
Looks like we can read the inscription now as well. In honor of the Enlightened One, may his gift of light shine eternal. Ah, gift of light.
You said monuments are useless. Why restore this one?
It was hidden for some time. Perhaps now it can serve as a reminder.
Aye, nothing reminds people of their history like chiseled, well-lit marble.
Light from the crystals. It is in the sand now.
Would you look at that? Freyr's gift endures after all. Or should I say, his presence?
Funny.
Even when Freyr was actually here, the peace was fragile. Surely a bit of extra light in the desert isn't enough to make it last.
Before I met Faye, I could not imagine a life of peace. After her death, in our travels to Jotunheim, I found peace on my own. It remains my responsibility to make it last.
Perhaps the elves will find peace again one day, even without Freyr's guidance.
His presence continues to guide them.
A light elf
What-
statue in the desert. Ah,
On top of ancient elven ruins? I'd have to agree.
Jewelry.
Oh? Put it on one of my horns. Let's see if I can pull it off.
No.
an elven library.
An archive of knowledge.
No sign of the light elves.
For now.
Maybe they've left for the day, and we can browse at our leisure. What's that?
A diagram for a sword hilt.
Perhaps we should show it to one of the dwarves. They'll know what to do with it.
Look here. These texts alone are not enough to end the Elven War, but restricting their access only serves those who wish to prolong it.
Taking a page out of Odin's book.
Aye. Quite the advantage for the Light Elves.
This book is sealed, but there is an inscription. A console.
Big Veer spoke of an exile of the same name. Odds are he'd like a gander at that particular text. Ah, it appears the librarian would like a word.
Lata Frambog.
Sounds like she wants that journal back.
No.
Shield strike! Shield strike!
No salvo. Thought. Jag vet. How go broken up.
She thinks she's protecting them by hiding all this knowledge away.
Our ally wishes to read this journal. We are taking the book.
I'm impressed. Thought you were going to end her.
When last we traveled here, after Faye passed, I killed an elf of great importance. The ramifications were dire for his people. I do not wish to make the same mistake twice.
Perhaps we can bring these two animals back to Vanaheim, or Midgard even. Becky and Spanna could use the company. We have kennels.
It would not go well for them. Once a predator becomes accustomed to a land, it is cruel to move them.
I suppose you're right. Just seems lonely out here.
It is peaceful. They have each
Never
other.
mind that. Time to fight. Watch your back! Left flank!
Hit the light orb! Light elf architecture. It's massive. You know, Freyr loved to breed Gulan pups in Vanaheim. I wonder if these two are the descendants of the Gulan he brought here long ago.
That explains how they got to the desert. Another gift for the Dark Elves. For the massive door we found earlier.
That door required 2 keys.
Aye, so it did. Let's keep looking then.
Mimir, what did you mean when you said Freyr was not exactly a guest of the Aesir?
I meant by the time they burned it, he'd been a prisoner for some time. It was a mob of lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up.
What is that?
A phantom! Rune magic! Aim for the runic core!
Bloody hell, look at that thing!
Invulnerable when it glows! Above you, Kratos!
Nicely done! Keep on it!
Now, attack the rune!
Close in! Attack!
Now, attack!
Give yourself an opening! Don't waste it!
Kratos, the springs! Bring them down! Alka!
What's your left?
Close in! Attack!
Now, attack! Done!
Nicely done! Keep on it!
Attack!
Now, attack! Now, attack! Above you, incoming!
Attack!
Done!
Nicely done! Keep on it!
Attack the springs! Hurry before it recovers!
Oh, finish it off, man! Well, yet another gift of Fimbulwinter, I suppose.
The magic draining out of all of us has to end up somewhere.
Mimir, do you understand these poems?
Oh, there's always meaning if you look hard enough, brother. It's all in what you bring to it. Freyr, you once revived a giant's corpse to stop a certain fight we won't talk about. Could you call on that power again?
Maybe. Do you have a massive giant?
Either of you. What more is there to tell of Freyr being burned by the Aesir mob?
Well, obviously he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable.
Freyr certainly wasn't the same after that. At least for a while. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares, paranoia, and reaching out.
Enough talk for
We'll
now.
just pick this up later.
Let's do it! Ready when you are. He sure'll be running scared. You know what you want?
Can this lock be opened without damaging the book? The elves in Freyr's camp wish to read it.
Brock never met no lock he couldn't lick. I'll get her open where it needs getting. Oh, Blunda sends her love. Bless her spotted heart.
I knew he'd left something behind.
What is this?
Ravens. The ones we've been destroying. Odin's little spies.
Free are we, free of the Father. Our half-wise man belong to no other.
The Father. Odin, I presume?
I don't know. But there's definitely something more going on here.
Cause I'm love.